With the Ohio River, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. White.
Throwing to start here is Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Trent Taylor. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Yes, sir. 11.
Burrow on play action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
11 empty. Stop.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
11 coming. 11 empty paint. 11 empty paint. 12. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
11 empty. 11 empty. 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. The Bengals hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy check downs. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. Touchdown! T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Room here to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Tua completing this to Waddle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That one complete to Hill. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Let's go. Field flat.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Again, they run with Edmonds. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
A 1st carry for Samaje Perine. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go. 11.
Right back to him on first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
11.
And they go play action now. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
11. 11 MT, hey! 11 inside.
Burrow will throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
11 MT. Go.
On 3rd down, Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas.
From the 35 on second down, Burrow. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That goes for a gain of 31.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
11 mighty. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals
Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Set, ready.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game. They needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
11.
On second down, here's Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here we go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MP,
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready?
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
11 empty, 11 empty.
Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be fourth down.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise.
Okay,
defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And his throw here's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, it's Tua. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second